Hello and welcome to another edition of GuideVision Insider, the podcast that gives you an idea of what goes on behind the scenes here at GuideVision. My name is Douglas Arianes, and I am going to be your guide into GuideVision. And today we have as our guest David Chalachan. Now, your position here at GuideVision is, can you go ahead and tell me what it is?
Sure. Hi, Doug.
Hi.
My name is David. Thank you for introducing me. I'm a ServiceNow consultant here at GuideVision, and I work as a delivery lead.
Okay. What does a ServiceNow consultant do? What do you do in your job?
Well, as ServiceNow consultants, we go and advise our clients how to implement the solutions which they often already have, but how to, let's say, bring an additional value to their company throughout ServiceNow implementations.
And a good example of something that they already have is the new upcoming release of ServiceNow, right? ServiceNow
That's right, yes.
San Diego is the new release. And ServiceNow updates how often per year?
ServiceNow releases a new version every half a year.
Mm-hmm.
So they have 2 versions per year, and every client needs to upgrade to new version at least once a year,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually an excellent thing to do from ServiceNow because it helps them helps them stay up to date with all the new trends. So I really appreciate that effort from them.
What can we look forward to in San Diego? Because this seems like a pretty big release, right?
I mean, we have been looking forward to this release for at least a year now because San Diego was the previous location of ServiceNow's headquarters. So we expected big things.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many things to look forward to in San Diego, and well, we might need to break them down into smaller pieces.
Maybe that's a good idea. How about if we break it down into what the end users see, what the administrators see, and then maybe what implementers and developers would see. How's that?
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so as an end user, what would I see?
The one thing which I really liked in San Diego was a focus to enhance surveys and survey experiences for end users. In San Diego, there will be a redesigned out-of-the-box notification for surveys.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, you will be able to fill in survey from your mobile application, which really points to the focus of ServiceNow to the mobile app, even within San Diego.
When would a survey be used? Like, how would you use a survey in a company?
Right. Whenever you want to get a feedback from anyone, companies often utilize surveys as their way to get an actual perspective from end users, how the services are impacting them and whether they are actually helping them or whether they are just creating work for work, right?
Okay. What else can we look forward to? I understand there are some changes in the look and feel of the application.
There are huge changes, actually. ServiceNow introduced similar changes, I think it was 3 years back. And now, again, they came with a completely new layout. No worries, you don't actually have to switch to it. All the new clients will have it by default. And it's called Polaris, and it brings in many changes for the backend. The actual end user will not be affected by this change, and however, the administrators have a lot to look forward to.
Hopefully it'll make their jobs easier, right?
I believe that was the purpose, yes.
Excellent. What else can an end user look forward to seeing besides surveys and a new look and feel?
Right. Some companies are already using an AI search in their portal, which utilizes the latest ServiceNow technologies to bring the most relevant results for any search. And in San Diego release, ServiceNow made sure to optimize the way the search works and bring the results faster.
So when I'm searching for a catalog item, when I'm searching for a piece of information in the knowledge base, where would I use this search?
Well, yeah, and not only that, actually, when you're searching for whatever really you don't really know what you're searching for, you would go usually to the homepage of the specific company, and most of our clients have the search right there under the header. So that's where you would type your query, and in the San Diego release, hopefully you will get your results faster.
Faster and hopefully more relevant, right?
That's the aim, yes.
Excellent. Now, for administrators, what can an administrator look forward to in the new release?
There are a lot of things. I think the most anticipated one for catalog administrators was catalog order guide sequencing. A lot of companies use order guides as a way to allow the end users or specific departments to order multiple things within one order. But up until now, it was challenging to set up a sequencing within that. For example, for a new hire, to first set up an account and only then start setting up laptop.
Mm-hmm.
But now, starting from San Diego, this will be possible, and it will allow catalog admins to set up these order guides even more, to set them up even better for the specific department.
So an order guide is sort of like a whole package of different requests related to, for example, when a new employee comes in, set up the laptop, set up the operating system, set up their access privileges, those types of things. And each of those are one of the items in the
order
the sequence. But
exactly.
the thing is now that you can move them around in the sequence. So put the operating system in first, then put in Microsoft Word after that, right?
Exactly, because it often happened that one team had to wait for another one, so this was an obvious step to make, and ServiceNow did make it.
That brings me to developers then. What can a ServiceNow developer look forward to in San Diego?
So apart from the new look and feel, which I think in the beginning we will have to get used to, there are multiple things, and there is one in particular which I'm quite looking forward to, and that's changes in ATF. It's an automated test framework. It's used to... Sorry, I will just sidetrack to the ATF just so you understand.
Yeah. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Right.
Quick, somebody get me a 5-year-old.
ATF, automated test framework, is a robust way which ServiceNow introduced few releases back. And just through configuration, you are able to set up multiple tests which allow you to automatically test the basic functionalities in your platform, which brings a lot of advantages even for new releases, for every new development. And they enhance this functionality every release. And with San Diego, they brought two new functionalities. One is to add breakpoints, just like you do within the script. So you're actually able to, within your session, to put a breakpoint in your test and see what's actually going on in there. Because sometimes the tests run so quickly that you cannot really notice what's going on, right?
And you lose the test data, right?
And of course, yeah, you lose the test data right after, and that's it. ServiceNow now figured out that we might want to take a look at the test data before they disappear forever. And they will allow us to do so. Pause the test before it finishes and take a look at the test data.
I understand this was one of the most requested features or improvements of all.
It certainly was, yes.
Just to give an idea, how much time do you spend on testing a ServiceNow implementation or a new module, for example, or a new functionality? And basically, how much time is these ATF breakpoints going to save us?
Yeah, this... testing is a really big topic across most of our clients, and the more customized your platform is, the more time you spend on it, on the testing. And I mean, it's difficult to say as every client is unique, but I personally believe that,
are we talking weeks, months, years? Person hours, person weeks? Is it like a lot of time? Is it?
I'm not sure if we can commit to an exact time frame,
Okay.
but I'm sure, even from my personal experience, that it will save a lot of time.
Okay.
Mostly for those design into tests. Yeah.
Great. What are you looking forward to the most in San Diego? I mean, aside from the ATF breakpoints, which we just talked about.
Right. Actually, there are a lot of videos regarding San Diego releases, and they like are really well done in terms of what is new in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
So when I looked through San Diego release notes, I already knowing what San Diego is going to bring us, I try to focus on the things which are not so well promoted. And I noticed several things, and it really shows how ServiceNow cares. And those are improvements even in incident management and problem management. Processes which have been long established and are used amongst almost every client.
Mm-hmm.
And even in these processes, which are really well done and have been enhanced throughout several releases, ServiceNow noticed things and took feedback from the developers and the community.
Mm-hmm.
And in the incident management, they enhanced one button, which allows you to assign the incident to yourself. And they enhanced it in a way that it will automatically populate the assignment group if it can. If it cannot, it will display a pop-up and allow you to choose from only your available assignment groups. They enhanced the resolution codes, and it's the little things which can actually help you save time in the out-of-the-box implementation for every new client.
Kind of like with a German car, the fit and finish, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. With the San Diego release, I mean, it comes out right about now, or it's available now.
It is already available. Yes.
So, a customer who has an absolutely out-of-the-box stock version of ServiceNow,
right,
will have no problem whatsoever updating, right?
Well, if you have completely out-of-the-box version, then I would argue that you haven't gone with your version yet live.
Sure.
There are always things to look out for with every new release.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, few releases back, ServiceNow introduced a new module which allows you to track these upgrades, and they actually even allow you to preview what is going to be changed. Because everybody has a different version of ServiceNow, everybody's on a different patch, and this really helped to streamline the process and helps you to prepare for it even in advance. So this will definitely save some time, even if this is not a new thing coming from San Diego.
Is there in your work with clients, are they eager to upgrade to the newest version? Are they always like, oh my God, another release? I have to really do extra work for this?
Yeah, it's both. It's always both. It kind of depends what the new version brings. With the Rome version, we witnessed quite a jump in request fulfillment in terms of a new workflow, and I've noticed this interest from clients to get this workflow, which powered them or motivated them to upgrade. So as long as there is always something in the new version, clients are motivated. It's just a client per client search to find the best thing for them with every new version.
One of the things that there's even been webinars about that here in GuideVision is this journey back to the box.
Right.
Yes.
And
out of the box is one of these things coming from outside of the world of ServiceNow, right? When people say out of the box, what they mean is sort of crazy creative thinking. But in the world of ServiceNow, out of the box means literally as it comes, stock delivered from the supplier. Right.
Right. It actually took me about 9 months to understand what everybody's talking about when I first heard this phrase.
Okay.
It was few
So it's
years
not just
back.
me.
No, I was really confused, and then I took up the courage to ask why this language discrepancy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is how you explain it.
So when things are, there are companies who really radically work on top of their ServiceNow implementation.
Okay.
And a lot of times unnecessarily, right? The idea here is to try to move companies back onto a more
Exactly.
standardized version so that it makes it easier to upgrade for the future, right?
Exactly, and that's where we come in. This is, you asked me in the very beginning what our job is, and this is actually a very well put point on what our job is. We are here to navigate our clients, to show them what out of the box is available, and I mean that's where our value is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even to explain for future use cases where the out of the box may be more beneficial than the process which you may already have.
That's an excellent answer. That's probably one of the best answers I've heard on this topic of all. And it's probably a really good place to end our interview. Thank you again, David Chalachan, ServiceNow consultant here at GuideVision. And happy San Diego release to you.
Well, thank you, Doug.